Well, that's where we're keeping our focus this morning. Security concerns in Adamawa State and those attacks that were recorded over the past 2 weeks. Let's go to Abuja with Malpe to carry on.
Well, thank you, Gimba. Joining us right now is Mr. Jimo Moshood, who is the Force Public Relations Officer. You're welcome to Sunrise Daily.
Thank you so much. Good morning, Nigerians.
Well, this situation in Adamawa was foreseen. Last week, we understand, but last week, yeah, the Inspector General of Police visited Adamawa to reassure the communities. He visited the governor, and he also said that 5 units or 5 patrol vehicles are going to be deployed.
No, 5 units of PMA personnel, and that makes out 63 police personnel multiplied into 5 places.
63 so police personnel
makes a unit.
Multiplied into 5 places.
Yes, that's 350.
We're going to be deployed.
Were deployed already.
Oh, and, they were already deployed to Numan community.
To Numan local government area, especially the troubled communities there, where we have incidents of attack previously.
And so these people were hoping that, this kind of attack will not happen again. It was also to forestall this sort of thing happening again. But barely a week after, this is what we see.
Thank you so much. It's important for people to be educated as per our role in crime prevention and control. And when you have a situation of attack of this nature, and to let them know that the Inspector General of Police did visit, like you've narrated, to ensure that we meet with all the critical stakeholders on both sides of the divide and the traditional ruler to prevail on the people to be peaceful. There's what we call the early warning signal when crisis will come, which was duly observed. And that is why that 5 units were deployed to Numa, those 4 villages that attack took place and people were killed. Then equally we are concerned about reprisal attack, and that is why additional police unit since yesterday have been sent equally to this area. Numa local government share border with Demsa, and this current attack of yesterday took place in Demsa local government, between the border town. At Lamude, another local government, because of the prompt involvement of the police, I will continue to use this, the attacker couldn't penetrate the village. And you know that even in this process of preventing further attack, we lost 7 of our police personnel in this process. May they also rest in peace. The IGP has a commiserating message to their family.
Mr. Moshood, let me get the story properly. I'm trying to contextualize it. The reports that we heard yesterday were the villages of Long and I can't remember the name of the second village now. Those were where we heard the attacks took place yesterday, and we hear that they were under Numan local government area. You were saying that it's like the reports you received happened in Demsa local government area.
The 2 villages are in Demsa local government.
Are you talking about this current?
Yes, the one that happened yesterday. The one that happened yesterday. Because I spoke with the Commissioner of Police of Adamawa State yesterday, and equally this morning before I even entered the studio. It's between the border area between Demsa and Numa local government area of Adamawa State. So, but what is important is that we have full presence of police personnel on the ground as we speak, and even in the difficult terrain, we are working with other security agencies to ensure that we penetrate this terrain. So, as we speak, normalcy has been restored, the additional deployment is being made. But it is much more important outside the deployment that we are doing that people should be prevail upon to ensure that they allow peace a chance. We are still investigating all the attacks that is taking place, and we are going to make our result public. Forensic experts, and including the intelligent platform of the force, have been deployed to ensure thorough investigation into the cases, but we've restored normalcy.
Just wondering, I don't know if you heard that report. I was telling my colleagues that it was extremely important that you listen to that report. Because before now, we had heard there were stories about, the mercenaries. This attack was alleged to have been perpetrated by mercenaries, people who were paid to do it, and that they had gathered over time. The people had watched them gather. A number of people had fled the villages because they were afraid that, this attack was going to happen. They were parading in the open. Now, if you listen to the youths in that particular report, they say that the police were there and they did nothing. In fact, they also claim, this is not my, these are not my words, these are the words in the report that our correspondent gathered on the ground, who is on the, right there in Adamawa. They say that the police tell the youths to go in front and they will follow from the back. And they're wondering what precisely is going on. Perhaps we should play the report again. That is what we are gathering from Adamawa?
The bottom line is that it's a different for people to assert some certain allegations which are not correct. There's no any police commander, either unit commander or overall commander, that will allow the civilian to be in front while he will be at the rear. It is wrong. 7 of our police personnel were killed. 4 were discovered first, and 3 were discovered later the same day, and in ensuring that there's peace in the area. So, and it is important for people to know that they were killed in the process of ensuring that there's no further attack. It's quite important. So
this is the report. I mean, can you see these are people living in the community? I'm trying to understand how it is that 5 units, and you say that is comprising 63 per unit. Per unit. 63 officers per unit.
No,
that's
for 5
over,
years, 315.
that is over 300 officers, deployed to Numan, and yet, and this is minus the soldiers who would have been deployed there as well, yet we